Michael Jackson didn't just make music, he made enemies. He went to war with his own father. He went to war with his record label. He went to war with the greatest rock band in history. He went to war with the most powerful music executive alive. He physically fought Tupac at a party. And he had a rivalry with Prince that lasted 3 decades and only ended because one of them passed away. The King of Pop's career wasn't just about hits and choreography, it was about conflict. And every single time someone came at him, he found a way to come out on top. These are the beefs of Michael Jackson, and most of them are crazier than anything in hip-hop today. Let's start with the one that destroyed a friendship. In 1981, Michael Jackson and Paul McCartney were so close that they recorded 2 songs together, Say 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 and The Girl Is Mine. They were collaborators, they were friends. McCartney even gave Michael a piece of advice during one of their studio sessions. He told him that the real money in music wasn't in making it, it was in owning it. Publishing rights, catalogs, the songs themselves. Michael listened, and he took that advice, then used it against the man who gave it to him. In 1985, the ATV Music Publishing Catalog, which contained the rights to 251 Beatles songs, went up for sale. McCartney wanted it. He'd been trying to buy his own music back for years. Michael outbid him. He paid $47.5 million and walked away with the entire Beatles catalog. McCartney was furious. He told David Letterman in 2009, "I did talk to him about it, but he kind of blanked me on it. He kept saying, 'That's just business, Paul.' They barely spoke again." McCartney later called it dodgy, saying it was like being someone's friend and then buying the rug they were standing on. Michael never sold those songs. He held them until his passing, and that catalog is now worth over $2 billion. Then there was Prince. This wasn't a beef, it was a Cold War. 2 genre-bending, androgynous, Midwest-raised superstars competing for the same throne at the exact same time. When Michael released Thriller in 1982, Prince dropped 1999. When Michael dropped Bad in 1987, Prince released Sign of the Times. Every album cycle, every era, they were neck and neck, and the tension was real. Michael originally wrote Bad as a duet between the two of them, a direct on-mic showdown. Prince turned it down. He reportedly said he couldn't sing the opening line, "Your butt is mine," to another man. At one point, Prince challenged Michael to a ping-pong match. Michael showed up, played him, and reportedly won. Prince later sent Michael a box in the mail. Michael opened it, and a pie exploded in his face. Their crews went back and forth for decades. Publicly, they showed respect. Privately, they couldn't stand sharing the spotlight. The rivalry only truly ended when Prince passed in April 2016, 7 years after Michael. But the most dangerous beef Michael ever had was with his own record label. In 2001, Michael publicly declared war on Sony Music and its president, Tommy Mottola. He appeared alongside Al Sharpton at the National Action Network headquarters in Harlem and said, on camera, that Mottola was a racist and a devil. He said record companies conspire against their artists. They steal, they cheat, they do whatever they can, especially black artists. He accused Sony of deliberately sabotaging his album Invincible by canceling promotion and refusing to release planned singles, including a charity single called What More Can I Give that he recorded with dozens of artists after 9/11. Michael said Mottola pulled the plug as retaliation because Michael wanted out of his contract. He even told the crowd that Mariah Carey, Mottola's ex-wife, had come to him crying saying Mottola was tapping her phones and following her. Michael didn't whisper this. He said it into a microphone in front of cameras and hundreds of people. He was worth hundreds of millions and owned half of Sony's music publishing, and he stood on a stage and called the president of his own label a racist to his face. Nobody in the music industry had ever done that before. Nobody has done it since. Then there was Eminem. In 2004, Eminem released Just Lose It, a music video that mocked Michael's appearance, his legal troubles, and his personal life. It showed an Eminem look-alike in a Michael Jackson costume with his nose falling off. Michael called Bet personally and asked them to pull the video. They agreed. He also called Steve Harvey, who publicly defended Michael on his radio show. Eminem didn't back down, but the irony is that after Michael's passing, his estate acquired Eminem's publishing catalog as part of a larger deal. So Michael's estate now makes money every time Eminem's music is played. Even the beef he didn't win in life, he won in death. And then there's the one we already covered, Tupac. Pac grabbed one arm, Michael grabbed the other, and the King of Pop came out on top against one of the hardest rappers who ever lived, over a woman he considered family. In a room full of people who couldn't believe what they were watching, Michael Jackson never pretended to be tough. He never posted threats on social media. He never released a diss track. But when someone came for him, whether it was a Beatle, a music mogul, a rapper, or a purple genius, he handled it quietly, strategically, permanently. The man moonwalked through every conflict and came out the other side with more power than he went in with. That's not beef, that's chess. And Michael Jackson never lost a game. Subscribe, because we're deep in the Michael Jackson rabbit hole, and we're not coming out.